It is Ebony, and I have finally cracked the code to being self-disciplined, and I am so excited and thrilled and happy about it that I just want to share what I learned with you all, because I know I wasn't the only one that was struggling with being disciplined. For me, every single year I would always set goals, and then 2 to 3 weeks later, like I fell off track. Saying that I'm going to create healthier habits, like working out more, eating healthier, detoxing. I'm going to be better in relationships. I'm going to reach out to friends more and meet up with them more, and just so many different things at the top of the year that I would say I would do, and I would really want to do them, but I didn't. Or I started, but I didn't finish. And the reason why I didn't finish is because I was not disciplined. So this video is to help anyone who can relate to what I just said. You have a goal, you have a dream, you have a desire, but for some reason when you start it, because you don't have a problem starting it, you can find the motivation and you can start it, but for some reason after that second or third week, you fall off and you just back at square one. So if you can relate to that, then this video is for you. First things first, and I kind of mentioned this in a previous video about how I've just been growing so much, and the one key thing that has helped me grow is self-awareness. So being aware that I am not, or I wasn't as disciplined as I wanted to be. So self-awareness is number one. But number two, actually going out to seek the information that I don't know. Chances are, if you're struggling with something, whether it's discipline or something else, and you find yourself struggling with it for weeks, for months, for years, right? For years you've been saying you want to lose weight. For years you've been saying you want to start that business. For years you've been saying that you want to do this or do that, and you don't follow through with it. Chances are what you think discipline is probably isn't what it is. What you think the thing you're doing, or the process that the way that you go about trying to achieve this goal, chances are the way that you're doing it is so far off how you're supposed to do it. And the truth of the matter is, you don't know what you don't know. And that is why knowledge is key and knowledge is essential. So once I realized, hey, I need to become more disciplined, the second thing I did was look for books that can teach me how to be more disciplined. And I found a couple books. The book that I found is called The Self-Discipline Handbook. And if you're following me on Facebook or on my TikTok, then you already know about this book. So make sure y'all following me on social media. But the name of the book is The Self-Discipline Handbook. It is by Natalie Wise. This book completely changed how I viewed discipline. The thing about knowledge is you can only believe one thought to be true at a time. So if you are currently believing it in a thought, and the thought that you're currently believing in has not allowed you to create process, then you need to get rid of that thought and replace it with a new one. So for example, if I think all rich people are filthy rich and they are scammers and they get over on the everyday person, then I'll never be able to attract wealth in abundance, because that thought is going to hold me back. If I think so negatively of wealthy people, then how could I ever manifest being wealthy into my life? So that would require me to replace the thought that wealthy people are filthy and replace it with something positive, that wealthy people, they make a lot of money, but they give back to their communities. They donate thousands of dollars all of the time. They always have a go back to school drive. They're always doing good things for the environment. So I would have to replace one thought with another in order to make positive progress towards my goal. So this book helped me to realize that I was holding on to a negative thought about discipline, and I needed to change it or shift my thoughts over to a more positive one, and the book allowed me to do so. The book covers it, like within the first 2 chapters. It tells you that when we think about discipline, we think about getting in trouble, we think about being punished, we think about taking away the things that we love and desire and want in life, and having to live a miserable life where we have to force ourselves to do things that we don't enjoy and it just sucks. Like, we have this whole negative feeling about discipline. And because we have that negative feeling, we will embark on a journey. I want to lose weight. So you realize you got to change how you're eating, which is going to require you to be more disciplined. But then after the 2nd or 3rd week, you're just like, okay, I stepped on the scale. I only lost 0.5 of a pound. And I've taken away so much out of my life. I am miserable. I'm going to quit. I'm going to give up. And because that is how you view discipline, you continue to give up. You continue to quit because it doesn't serve you, because you're looking at discipline in a negative way. What I've learned from the book that I'm reading, but also a lot of different lectures. I listen to a lot of lectures here on YouTube. I will leave the link to the book, but also a link to different lectures that I listen to here on YouTube that really helped me become more disciplined. What I am learning about discipline is a commitment to your purpose. You have a purpose here on earth, and discipline is how you stay faithful to your purpose. It serves your purpose. Let me see the exact words Natalie Wise used in her book, because the way she said it was just, it was good. Okay, I had to pull up my notes. I had to pull up the notes that I wrote or that I took on the book that I read. So self-discipline is about passion and purpose, not punishing yourself. Self-discipline is all about doing what we think is right. Self-discipline, this is what I was looking for right here. Self-discipline is honoring your values by setting goals to achieve your idea of success. You achieve your goals through keeping your commitments. That right there changed my mind. I'm going to read it again. Self-discipline is honoring your values. How do you honor your values? You honor your values, and your values are a part of your purpose. You honor your values by setting goals. You are setting goals to achieve your idea of success, and you achieve your goals by staying committed to it. So it's not like you're being punished and you know, you're being forced to do something you really don't want to do, you have to think of it on a larger scale. It's bigger than just, oh, I'm gonna stop eating chips and fried chicken and french fries and pizza. It's bigger than that. It's about who you want to become. That's how I had to look at it. I had to look at it as in, I am not the woman I want to be. How can I become her? How can I be more respectful of myself, respectful of my time, respectful of my dreams, respectful for my ideas, respectful for my worth? How can I show that I really want to elevate myself? It really kind of goes back to love. It is a form of love. Self-discipline is a form of self-love. I love myself so much, and I know that I am worthy of success. I am worthy of the other end of the tunnel. I am worthy of those things. Therefore, I am going to stay committed. I am going to make a commitment to my goals because I am worthy of those things. So that book really helped me shift how I think. It really helped me shift what I thought about discipline, but also it taught me that discipline requires certain things. So if you want to remain disciplined, you have to have certain things in order. And if you have different pieces of the puzzle missing, it's gonna be very difficult for you to remain disciplined. It's gonna be very difficult for you to remain on path. So her book uses scientific research to back up the certain things that you need to do in order to remain disciplined. So the book taught me that there are basics to self-discipline, and these are the 4 basics. Let me make sure it's 4. There are 4 basics to being self-disciplined. The first one is eating well. That might be like a duh moment if you're trying to be disciplined with being healthy and losing weight. You know, that might be like a duh. But even if you are wanting to be disciplined in other areas, it's going to require that you eat well. And she really explains it in detail in the book. When she was talking about eating well, she was talking about eating food that gives you energy, but also food that is healthy that gives you energy. Because if you are sleepy and you're just not in the mood, how are you ever going to have the energy to get up and do what it is that you have to do? Because if I get up in the morning and I have grits with cheese, or if y'all not from the South, if I had oatmeal and pancakes and bacon and sausage and muffins and orange juice, if I got up and ate that, I kid you not, by afternoon, I would be fighting to stay awake. I remember it now. The last job I had before I quit working and decided to do my business full time, the last job I had, I used to do that all the time. I would have this big heavy breakfast, and like I would just be on the computer. I would just be nodding off, fighting sleep, trying my best to stay awake. So there are a lot of unhealthy foods out there that really take away your energy. They make you fall asleep, and if you aren't energized, how could you get up and do what you need to do? So you want to eat foods that are going to give you energy, that are going to give you that boost, that are going to make you feel refreshed, foods that just give you that type of energy and vibe, because you're able to really tackle on the day. So eating well is a requirement, or she says it's one of the basics to being self-disciplined. The next one is exercising, and as you all know, like, exercising is important. If you don't know it's important, it is important. Honestly, the way I look at it is, if you're on a journey to being successful and you know you're here and your goal is all the way here, it's very important you're in good health. So when you take your journey and you eventually get here, you can actually enjoy the fruits of your labor. It's going to be difficult to enjoy the fruits of your labor if you're injured, if you're sick, if your back hurts, you know, if you can't get out of bed, if you have any type of health issue, it's going to be difficult for you to enjoy all of that hard work, all of the fruits of your labor. So it's essential that you exercise every day and you're staying healthy. Now, I don't remember why she said you should exercise in the book, but I know y'all are going to get the book and read it, so y'all will be able to remember that. I don't quite remember exactly what she said about exercising. It could be something similar about what I just said, but another basic is sleeping. Getting enough sleep each and every night. It kind of goes back to being energized. If you waited until 12 o'clock, 1 a.m. to go to sleep, knowing you got to wake up at 6, knowing you got to wake up at 7, you didn't even give your body chance to rest so that you can wake up and be energized to tackle the day. So it's important that you get a lot of rest, that you prepare for the following day the night before. You gotta have these systems and basics in place so that you can stay in tune with being disciplined. And then the last one is making time with family and friends. Your family and friends are so important. They're so valuable, because at the end of the day, material things don't mean nothing at the end of the day. What makes all of the difference is the people around us, the lives we impact, the moments and experiences we share with others. So it's important that you're always having time to have time set aside for family and friends. I don't really remember exactly why that's funny, exactly why the author mentioned family and friends, but like I said, I know y'all gonna get the book and y'all will be able to see it. Another person that really helped me on this journey to being self-disciplined is Rohn. Oh, I am so thankful for Rohn. All of his lectures and motivational speeches, maybe not all of them, but most of them are here on YouTube, and I listen to them all of the time. And I really love how he puts things into perspectives. So when it comes to being self-disciplined, he explains it as being a domino effect. It is a domino effect. If you wake up and you eat healthy, then chances are eating healthy, like, you're gonna feel really good. So it's gonna make you want to go on that walk, and you're gonna go on that walk and you're gonna feel really good about going on that walk. And then when you come home, chances are you're still gonna continue to eat healthy because you just went on that walk while ruining it. And then you continue to eat healthy and you're still in a good mood. You might, kick back and realize, hey, I want to read that book about achieving success, or whatever book it is you want to read. And then you read the book and you obtain the knowledge, and then you're in good spirits, you're happier, and like, it's a domino effect. Whereas if you set your alarm clock and you snooze it, then you're gonna stay in bed late. And then, being that you stayed in bed late, you're gonna be like, you know what, I didn't even start the day on time. Having some bacon ain't gonna hurt, having a large breakfast isn't gonna hurt. And then you have that large breakfast, and then you're telling yourself, hey, you know what, we might as well make it a cheat day. We're not gonna go exercise, we're not gonna go to the gym or go walk in. Hey, I already woke up late and I just had bacon and ate this unhealthy breakfast. I might as well just make it a cheat day. You make it a cheat day, and then it's just like a domino effect. Then you never read the book. You decide to just sit on Netflix and watch a whole series on Netflix. and then it just goes downhill. So Jim Rohn made me understand the importance of just keeping at the positive, because if you do one good, all you have to do is one good thing, and it creates this domino effect. So instead of like waking up and thinking about everything you have to tackle, just take it one thing at a time. Okay, I am gonna wake up early, and that's my goal. My goal is to wake up early every day. I wake up early, and then once I get up, it's like, well, I'm up, I might as well, you know, start being productive. And then I will go to the gym, or I'll go on a walk, and then I'll come home and I'll have some tea, or I'll have a smoothie, and then I kind of start my day that way. So those two people, Jim Rohn and Natalie Wise, have completely changed how I view discipline. And when I say I started putting the information they gave out to use in November. I started using this information in November. It is January, and I am still using the information, and it just has completely changed my life. I'm starting to become a lot more structured, and I'm building routines. Another thing is I'm not really hard on myself. That's what I want to say. I might set the goal to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. Every morning I don't wake up at 5 a.m. Some days it's 5, some days it's 6, some days it's 7. But I'm not hard on myself. I'm just happy that I got up before 10 o'clock. You get what I'm saying? So as long as I don't have any days where I'm sleeping in until 10 o'clock, then I am good. And just working out and being active, and it has truly just made me so much happier. I feel like I'm getting my life together and under control now that I understand that I am serving myself. I am honoring my commitment to be a better version of me, because I deserve a better version for me. My child deserves a better version of me. The world deserves a better version of me. And just knowing that, it keeps me moving. What is it over here? Y'all, I got a thing on the board. I don't know if you guys can see. Ignore the broom, but I have a white board, and it says, discipline is delayed gratification. You're worthy of the greater reward. Discipline is delayed gratification. You're worthy of the greater reward. And it's so true. That's another issue that people have with being disciplined, is the temptation. Always wanting something now, but not realizing that the now is miniature compared to the reward you get when you actually wait. When you actually wait, when you're patient, when you're sticking at it, it's just different. It's different. We have to stop wanting everything so quickly and really slow down and learn to appreciate the journey. We live in this popcorn society. Everybody wants everything right now, at this time, in this moment, that we don't even enjoy anything. We don't even remember things. We can't even truly appreciate anything. So a journey of being disciplined, it slows you down. It's like you're able to stop and smell the roses. And I've just really been loving and truly enjoying the journey. Being healthier, I feel better. Eating better, I feel healthier. I'm trying to work out a couple health issues that I have. I'll do a video on that later. I don't know, who knows. Walking, getting outside, enjoying the beautiful view I have, having the fresh air on my skin every morning, hearing the birds chirping, walking past all these friendly faces. it's truly been an experience being able to just slow down and be grateful for every little thing. I feel like when you are being disciplined and when you are staying to course, it teaches you to be more grateful for everything in life. And that's something that's in my notes from the book. It says grace and gratitude are important on this journey. So that is something that the book went over. The book, Self-Discipline Handbook, it says grace and gratitude are important on this journey. Curiosity is good. It means you're learning and growing. Look at failure in a good way. Change your environment. It makes you curious, but also allows you to see the world in a new way. Momentum is forward moving. Momentum is a key word when it comes to being self-disciplined. Momentum. And it goes hand in hand with what Jim Rohn explains with the domino effect. So momentum is just, you keep moving. You're in, what are the people saying nowadays? In motion. What are people saying? Like, somebody got motion, y'all. Oh my gosh, I try to keep up with the trends, but I still be a little bit behind, okay? But it's just a matter of just keeping at it, keeping moving, because every positive thing you do is gonna push you forward to do another positive thing, to do another positive thing, to do another positive thing. So it's just all about building that momentum and keeping at it. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited now that I've changed my mindset and my outlook on what discipline is. Remember, discipline is all about honoring your values by setting goals so that you can achieve the success that you want. And that commitment, the commitment you have towards your success, is you being disciplined. So it's all about being a better version of you. I don't know why, but that, just knowing that changed my life. And I'm so excited. Like, I just know I'm changing each and every day. To just tell y'all how much my life has changed, because it's just only getting better. It's only getting better. But you guys, that is the information that I have on self-discipline. How what I learned about self-discipline has really helped me and changed my life. And I'm hoping that these resources that I'm giving you all, this book, and down below the links to the lectures by Jim Rohn, are going to help you make a change, make a mindset shift, so that you can tackle it for this year, so that you can live out the life you're worthy of living out. Thank y'all so much for watching this video, and I can't wait for our next sit down chit chat. See y'all later.